And we are live and we are back. Let's go. I'm Cory, your host, one half of the Cory and Full Effect podcast, and I'm back like I never left with another installment of Wealth Wednesdays here on the Cory and Full Effect podcast. We discuss health and wealth, finance and fitness, and everything in between. We want to make sure you save more and save less and keep making better your best. Yes, yes. However, my co-host Jordan went on paternity leave. We started these Wealth Wednesdays where we get straight to the financial information, no filler in between. And I know y'all see the topic of today's video. If you have not been on the internet, then I don't know what you've been doing because this has been all over the internet for. I would say, Tony the Closer has been going on for some months now, but the DJ Envy and Cesar situation. Shout out to the Breakfast Club, the fall of a giant. Angela Yee got up out of there. Some saying she might have got up out of there because she saw this, maybe this coming, right? And now DJ Envy is dealing with a significant legal situation. I think it was on the Joe Budden podcast. I heard the number might be around $100 million in total. People are suing for an alleged fraud real estate situation, but we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that situation. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like button, share and subscribe. Shout out to the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you leave those rating reviews on the podcast platforms as well. My information, as well as my coach Jordan information, can be found in the show notes on YouTube. You can find us on all the socials. Jordan Stops All and J. I'm Silent_Cory. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Twitter don't exist no more. It's X, whatever you want to call it. We're on the socials. Jordan's business page is Finally Fit, and then his website is FinallyFit.live, where you can sign up for the Monday and Wednesday AM virtual training sessions, 5:30 a.m. virtual training sessions. All right. And if you miss a class, that's okay, right? If you're on the West Coast, you want to get that workout in. On the West Coast, you will have access to the virtual drive where you can take part in the class if you were there, but it's the recorded version. For myself, the financial coaching information, some of my clients, they told me, they said I need to raise the prices. So, the year's coming up. I chatted, consulted with my consultant, ChatGPT. ChatGPT said the price arguably 6 times of what I'm charging. I said, my goodness. I didn't say that to ChatGPT, but I get information. It's like, yeah, you might need to charge on the high end based off your experience, what you got done. I said, okay. All right, I kept giving them more and more information. They kept telling me these are great services, but you need to look at this price and make sure it's worth it. I said, all right. So pricing will be changing going into 2024, but I'll update all of that as we get there. All right. Don't sue me. Sue your mom. This is for entertainment purposes only. Myself, nor Jordan, or fitness or financial professionals. Everything you hear on is for entertainment purposes only, and you need to seek out a professional and do your own research before taking any action. Please seek a professional since we're talking about scamming and fraud, legal, like fraud for real. Somebody has already been taken to court and out on a bond for this particular episode's information. All right. Student loans. We're in the first month. Haven't seen anything too crazy about the student loans yet. They just started back up. I mean, it's 1 month of payments. I think we'll have some student loan information. If not, towards the end of the year, as we get into late winter, early spring of next year, we'll see what the probably fallout is of student loans. So next month, probably gonna be talking about Black Friday. It's holiday season. We're gonna talk about probably all this debt that America's about to run up. Right, people about to fumble the bag. So that's probably what we're gonna talk about these next couple of episodes as we get into holiday season. But today is gonna be all about DJ Envy. DJ Energy the fraud. Also, shout out to my son. He got shots today. So if I hear him in the background, that's that. He's normally extremely quiet, but hey, he got them shots today. All right. But let's get started. Today we're going to NPR. I feel like I've done an NPR episode one time, or article. Should I say not episode, but episode where I use an NPR article one time. So that's what we're going today. I feel like I forgot to say something, but hey, it is what it is. Now we're getting started. All right. Now, if you don't know, if y'all definitely probably hear him. If y'all don't know who DJ Envy is, DJ Envy is one of the hosts. I would say not that he's the main host, but he's the one who does the general introductions because he's a DJ of the Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club with Charlamagne the God and formerly Angela Yee, that trio. All right. Jordan and I have done I feel like at least one. Well, we did a scam, not I would say episode, but a topic about him 500 and the Navy Fed credit situation with the car loan. I highly recommend. So I always say, I'm not a fiduciary. I tell my clients this all the time. But we're talking about spending large sums of money. And I would say you get over $1,000 maybe. You got to start looking at if the person is a professional or not, and what their background is of how much are they an expert? Like, are they an actual expert in the field, right? Fiduciary, like someone who is actually required to have your responsibility before you give them really any large sum of money. I don't charge my clients a whole bunch out the $50 I charge them. Like, look, it kind of is what it is. But you can find my information on LinkedIn at least. Right? You can find me. You can search up Cory Covington on LinkedIn, and you can see, my experience. You can see my connections on the financial side. So like, at least I got that. But when you see everybody right now on social media, including ourselves, myself and Jordan, you got to be careful out there so you don't get scammed and lose a ton of money. All right, here we go. Breakfast Club host DJ Envy is being sued for alleged investment fraud. Breakfast Club, they have people come on, various people in the financial space on Earn Your Leisure, all these different people that come on. I'm saying Earn Your Leisure are the frauds, but I'm just saying all these various people that come on. They had someone named Cesar. I'm not aware of his last name, but Cesar come on, and in short, him and DJ Envy, we're gonna get into maybe what this article says. I don't know if Envy's cleaning up on what their relationship was, but in short, before the fraud not allegations, before the fraud lawsuits, not allegations, and they're alleged, they're alleged, but before the lawsuit started, they were in short real estate partners. Let's just call that short and simple. All right. Again, this is by Alana Wise and written on October 28, 2023. Today is Halloween. This drops on Wednesday, but today is Halloween, so happy Halloween for those that celebrate it. All right, here we go. Popular radio host DJ Envy of New York-based Power 105.1 FM has come under fire lawsuits for his connection to the accused real estate investment fraudster, Cesar Pina. DJ Envy has not been arrested or charged with any crimes, but he is being sued by at least 9 parties who said that without Envy's vouching, they never would have been scammed by Pena. So they're on Power 105.1, but they're on iHeartRadio. And word is that they said the feds, so I don't know if it was FBI or not, but the feds went into iHeart and took some of the recordings, because in short, they're saying that, as they're saying here, that DJ Envy vouching for Cesar, that was on the Breakfast Club / iHeartRadio. So they're making iHeartRadio liable as well in this situation. All right, so you got to be careful out here, man. I remember I see one of the things I saw where, I'm not saying they're scammers, but people in this general field of social media, they will say, you spend these thousands and tens of thousands, $100,000 on student loans. This come and buy my course for X amount of dollars. It's 1/100th of the price. This course is $1,000. See, don't use student loans, people spending money on student loans, as a reason why we should spend money with you. Because I'm like, almost all the people who spent money on the student loans, they believe they were scammed. They believe they were scammed. Not only that, they want to be forgiven, right? Of that money that they spent, like on the tune of, I don't know, almost $2 trillion of monies. All right. So don't be like, you spent all that money on student loans. You can at least spend that money with me. I thought I got scammed on my student loans. So it sounds like you a scam artist too. All right. All right. Victims of alleged scheme said they were duped into believing real estate investments through Pena were legitimate based on the Breakfast Club co-host endorsement. DJ Envy's, his name is Rashawn Casey, had for years partnered with Pena, who goes by Flipping_NJ New Jersey, on social media to host real estate investment seminars across the country, and often promoted Pena as a real estate genius. I don't know if you promote him as a real estate genius, but according to NPR, they're saying he did on the syndicated morning radio program. Earlier this month, U.S. attorneys of New Jersey, office in New Jersey, announced the arrest of Pena and alleged he committed a multi-million-dollar real estate investment Ponzi scheme dated back to 27. God dang, that's almost 10 years. Look, he's going on 7 years. Oh my goodness. The defendant ran a fraudulent scheme. Pena exploited celebrity status and social media to develop. Who made him a celebrity? DJ Envy / iHeartRadio, right? Breakfast Club. Hence why, some people have sued iHeartRadio. All right. To develop a devoted following of potential victims, U.S. Attorney Philip R. Selinger said in the complaint. Pena, the office said, would guarantee lenders huge payoffs for their investments in purchasing and remodeling projects. Then once he had the money in hand, he would spend that money instead on paying off old debts and personal expenditure. It's flat out, that's just simple breakdown of a Ponzi scheme. Then it's a real estate Ponzi scheme, because to get the money, he has real estate, as the front for it. I think, in all honesty, people, I think scamming is like, is mainly the person who gets scammed fault, in the sense of, when you hear like, you gave who how much money? Why did you do that? You just gotta take that out. You know what I mean? Because I get to a point where I guess this is flat out what they call victim blaming. But it's like, who is Cesar Pina? And then no disrespect to DJ Envy. DJ Envy is highly successful on the radio front. Pre-Cesar, at least, from what we've seen, he had financial success. But to give DJ Envy, real estate money, and these people, some people I think in the tens of thousands, not over $100,000. It's like, what? That's insane. That makes no sense. If I'm first thing we recommend is to build a team, and on that team, let me go to Instagram, because I be forgetting how much Jordan and I have like been told the internet what to do. But first thing we recommend is to build a team, and on that team, I think it's about 10 different things on there. On that team, for a fact, for a real estate person is on there, but lawyer is on there. I want to be clear. Outside of like a medical procedure, or unless you're like spending money with an actual investment professional, you need your lawyer involved. You start spending over 10 racks. Unless it's a medical procedure where it's like, okay, medical stuff costs what it is. Why are you just giving people tens of thousands of dollars without making sure you have some lawyer? You can get screwed from a lawyer, right? You can get scammed by a lawyer, but making sure at least your lawyer said, yeah, all right, this makes sense to do. Let me see if I can find it real quick. So everybody knows that Jordan and I've been had this content out here. Let me see. Boom. That's not it. Where's the team at? I don't know where the team is at. I'm gonna give myself one more second before I find it, because at some point in time when people are getting scammed, I just look at them like, how could you be that dumb? I just don't know sometimes how people could be that dumb. All right, yeah, it's one of those things where I want to give up, but then once I give up, I know it's going to be like the next post. I feel like I'm almost there. I feel. The issue is I don't remember exactly what it looks like, so when I see it, I might have skimmed by it. Oh, come on. I know I'm almost there. There we go. Bless the Lord. All right, here we go. Positions to have. This is a nice little post. Sideline approved. I might need to start doing these, even though these don't hit no more. Anyways, number 1, real estate agent. These are in no particular order. Number 2. What are the chances? These are in no particular order, but as you can see, right, this post, right, June 30th, 2021. Oh, snap. What are the 121 weeks ago? What are the chances that real estate agent, lawyer, and financial advisor account would be in short, if you would have just did the first 4 of this, you would have been taken care of in this situation and likely not have gotten scammed. But to be very clear, if you're doing real estate and you don't have your real estate agent or a real estate agent helping you with it, that's on you. Now, my guess is Cesar probably had his real estate license, but you don't know that. All right, anyways. All right, let's put it like this. Now you're in this situation, like when you try to tell people to be more diligent, as we tell y'all, on these episodes, don't sue me, sue your mama. That's what Cesar should have said. You got to do your own research. At the end of the day, if you don't know me or Jordan, you just happen to see this pop up on your algorithm, that's on you if you're out there executing on what we're telling y'all to do. Like, do your own research, as we say every time. I've already said this before. Like, I mean, I feel bad in the sense that people lost out on their money, and it did, I say, seem legitimate, right? You do have the DJ Envy, the Power 105.1, right? Breakfast Club, iHeartRadio, all that type of social media type of presence backing, but that's where people get scammed at for real now, social media, all right? Plain and simple. The defendant ran a fraudulent scheme. Tammy Tomlin's special agent. In charge of I want to be clear. If the IRS is involved, that's it. Which likely they are because it involves taxes. That's it. Special agent in charge of IRS criminal investigation, Newark Field office. That's about a wrap. I can't promise he's going to jail, but there's about a settlement, my guess is, at worst. Possibly some jail time. Said in a statement, they falsely represented the nature of their business and lied about potential investment returns to bilk. What is unsuspecting victims out of millions? See, it's on the million. What does bilk mean? It's supposed to be milk or bilk. That's obtain or withhold money from someone by deceit or without justification. Okay, bilk. Shout out to the word bilk. Okay. Envy was also indirectly named in the complaint with the district attorney's office writing, Pina partnered with a celebrity disc jockey, aka a DJ, and radio personality to conduct real estate seminars around the country. I wonder a couple of lawyers DJ Envy got on tap, man. Through these seminars, self-promotional efforts, and other marketing strategies, Pena developed a significant social media following. Okay, so it sounds like through DJ, and that's be careful who you team up with, man. So they're saying Pena he used a social media following. Where to get the social media following? Not on his own, via DJ Envy, via Breakfast Club, via iHeartRadio. My God. Pena is reportedly now out $1 million bond. I'm like, a $1 million bond. My goodness. And is not allowed to leave the state. And mind you, y'all, this is real estate. This is white collar crime in short. But now you got the look. Special agent in charge of IRS. Look, Tammy Tomlins is involved. Special agent in charge of IRS. Tammy Tomlins is special agent in charge of IRS criminal investigation, new field office. She's in charge of it. My goodness. Okay, $1 million bond now leave the state of New Jersey. Can't leave the state of New Jersey. If convicted of wire fraud, 20 years. And if I'll take a $250K fine over 20 years in prison. 20 years in prison and a $250K fine. $250K is nothing to compare to 20 years from a monetary standpoint. I'm gonna make $250K in less than 20 years. I ain't worried about that. All right, these are working class folks. I'm interested, that we get into who actually, outside of celebrities, this fraud was allegedly committed against. These are not, they're saying it's not wealthy individuals, said Alexander Cesar, the attorney representing 9 claimants against DJ Envy, Pena, and others they accuse of being in on this scheme. Okay, this is saying 9 claimants against DJ Envy, Pena, and others. So that makes it seem like Envy is involved in some of these lawsuits. Some of these people lost their life savings. That's the other thing too. Why do you should only pull up your life savings if it's to save your life. Shout out to Dave Ramsey. Some of these, and that's what doesn't it's 2023. It's so many Ponzi, Bernie Madoff. It's just so many things that have happened now at this point. At what point in time is it on the people who get scammed that just have no awareness at all? Satchel, I believe that's how it's pronounced, said that by attaching his name to Pena's and introducing the accused scam artist to the Breakfast Club's wide audience, Envy has a responsibility to see the victims recompensed. Yeah, recompensed. I was gonna say recompensated. Same thing. I'm just guessing he is DJ Envy. He needs to realize that when you hold yourself out and you tell members of the public who look up to you, who listen to your radio show, who go to seminars that you co-host with Cesar Pina, that hear you on social media, on the radio, in person, describe yourself as Cesar's business partner, and tout Cesar Pina's real estate expertise, and otherwise endorse and boost and hold yourself out to people as Cesar's partner, that you are attaching yourself to Cesar as a matter of law, he said. My God. Hey, I'm not a lawyer, but this is a run-on sentence. Being DJ Envy, as I'm running back, needs to realize that when you hold yourself out and you tell members of the public who look up to you, who listen to your radio show, who go to seminars that you co-host with these that hear you on social media, goodness, on the radio, in person, describe yourself as Cesar's business partner and tout Cesar's personal real estate expertise and otherwise endorse and boost and hold yourself out to people as Cesar's partner, that you're attaching yourself to Cesar as a matter of law. My goodness. And that's what Satchel said, who is Alexander Satchel, the attorney representing 9 people. Satchel noted that the disproportionate number of those who said they were duped are Black and Latino. Surprise, surprise. Look, never mind. The Breakfast Club's core demographic. Well, obviously, right? That most people listen to it. Envy tried to distance himself from claims of impropriety. I believe Envy is trying to say that he was scammed, he was led astray as well. Hoodwinked, led astray. Since Pena's arrest, Envy has tried to distance himself from any claims of impropriety. Let me see how this is pronounced, because I know what it means, but impropriety. That's what the man said on Google. Impropriety. Out to his lawyers. I'm pretty sure he's doing everything his lawyers are saying by the book, as he should. If somebody's out on somebody's out on $1 million bond, and they talking about they're trying to attach you to that situation, per Mr. Satchel here. Well, it's Alexander, so I don't know if it's a man or a woman, actually. Cesar, if he took money, I wasn't privy to it, nor did I even know, Envy said on a recent episode. He must not be talking to his lawyers. I believe he's no longer not that he's fired, but I'm not aware that he's still on the Breakfast Club right now as far as hosting it. Yeah, I want to be clear, and this is why it's like, do y'all not watch like Cops and things like that? The second the feds get involved, and you're looking at possibly being incriminated, right? Not as being a witness, but being on the defendant's side. You need to lawyer up and invoke the Fifth immediately. Invoke that Fifth Amendment. I don't know why people put that. Why would it? See, we don't have a timestamp in when this was said, but if they're saying that because you spoke about Cesar on the Breakfast Club, you can be incriminated, why do you then go on the Breakfast Club and say you weren't involved with it? Don't use the platform that we said you used to cause this problem to defend yourself. That makes no sense. Envy said that he was speaking against his lawyer. I promise you, I swear on everything. I do not read these articles ahead of time, and I got tunnel vision. I promise you, I do not read like the next sentence ahead. Envy said that he was speaking against his lawyer's advice. I bet he effing was. Anybody can tell that. And that the reason he began hosting real estate seminars was to uplift his community and teach others how to attain generational wealth. Okay, sounds like he was going against his lawyer's advice by working with him in the first place, not to distance himself from Cesar on the Breakfast Club. Envy, in fact, according to his attorney, fell prey to Pina's schemes as much as so if Envy feels he was a victim to Cesar Pina, then we need to see that lawsuit. DJ Envy needs to sue him. He said, it says if his lawyer, this is not a quote, right? In fact, but if his attorney said DJ Envy feels he was a victim as much as anyone else, we need to see that lawsuit from DJ Envy. DJ Envy is never mind. This is a quote. I told you I don't read ahead of time. DJ Envy is a victim himself, said Envy's attorney, Massimo F. D'Angelo. D'Angelo said that Envy invested $500K in a parcel of real estate with Pina on which he never saw a return. We almost done. Yes, we almost done. Good. Let me see. Here we go. In fact, he's a double victim, or double minority, double victim. D'Angelo continues saying that in addition to losing his investment, Envy has been subject to bad actors who were just trying to make a profit and sensationalize the case by trying to attach his name to it. Okay. The assertion that Envy is a victim in the scheme, not a perpetrator, is offensive to those suing, said Derek D'Angelo. Claimant asked why DJ didn't alert the public until the feds got involved. This is where it's gonna get messy. Why his lawyers say that? DJ Envy, take it from me, and not because I've been involved in this, but just because I ain't, I'm not the smartest person. I was gonna say I'm not the smartest tool in the shed. I'm not the smartest. That's my thing, right? Just like I said, I got to memorize. I'm not the smartest tool in the shed, but you need to get a new lawyer. Yeah, go out and figure out how to get Johnny Cochran back. Lord, claimants. Yeah, if you so much a victim, we need that lawsuit. And why don't you tell us that there was a problem? Like if DJ Envy lawyer is saying DJ Envy is a victim, well, when did he realize he was a victim? And if he realized when he did realize that, how come he didn't speak immediately? Like it's simple logic. This is simple logic. That's just the wolf playing victim, D'Angelo said. D'Angelo is one of the 9 claimants the attorney Satchel is representing in this suit that includes Envy. D'Angelo said that last year he took out He took out a home equity loan or HELOC, however you want to look at one of those. But he took a $100K loan against his home to invest with Pina. We recommend don't take out a loan against your home to invest in real estate. But if you just follow that, you wouldn't have been involved in this. But fine, he took out a $100K loan. It was sometime this summer that he realized he had been scammed. What? I get somebody $100K. I need a referral, or I need to know you before I even think to give you $100K. If I get nobody $100K, because I might. No disrespect, but like, who is DJ Envy for y'all to trust him to give somebody? You didn't even give DJ Envy. I guess you did, right? You're giving because they're per DJ Envy, right? But now he's saying they're not, but they're business partners. So in theory, you're giving DJ Envy the $100K, through Cesar. But why? And again, if you're taking out $100K, shout out to D'Angelo for having $100K in equity in your home. That's great. Why didn't you get a lawyer involved, a real estate attorney? Hold on, let's pull it back up. Since Cory I don't know what I'm talking about. Now I'm just on here. We're just trying to make more and more progress. We're gonna share the tab again. Positions to have on your team. The first thing Jordan and I recommend is to build a team. Okay. The first position, these are in no particular order, but real estate agent. But hey, if you do this in order, then get a lawyer. I guess nobody did step one because clearly you did not involve your real estate agent. You went and bought a house, Mr. D'Angelo. You got 100K equity in your house. Why didn't you tap in with your real estate agent who helped you buy your home, which my guess is your primary residence, and just say, hey, can you look over this and be involved in this real estate deal with me? And how much sense does it make to you? Is this something you would do to your real estate agent? You're not an expert in everything. Use experts. It's okay to use people in the sense of if someone is better at something than you, use that to your advantage. The fact that you have a relationship with them and that they will help you. That's what people in my circle use me for. They don't have time to know all this finance stuff, so they tap into me. I'm the one who spend the time doing it. And on the fitness side, Jordan, the one who do makeup, all these workouts, all this stuff. I don't care about that stuff that much. I want to stay alive as long as possible. But Jordan, the one who went and got the certification and does all these type of things and know about a diet and know about all this stuff. That y'all gotta again. First thing we recommend is to build a team. All right. It's kind of taken away my life. I better have you lost 100K. In order to pay back the loan, D'Angelo said he had to sell off the cars he had been using to kickstart a small. Oh no, D'Angelo been fumbled a bag. Rest in peace, D'Angelo's finances. To kickstart a small rental business. And if Envy had already faced losing money with Pina, D'Angelo wonders why the radio host did not alert the public until the feds got involved. Now you're playing victim because you see all the lawsuits flying around. Where was all this information a couple years ago, D'Angelo said. Maybe if you played victim a year ago and said Cesar owes me 500K, I would have never invested with Cesar. Nah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Shout out to the victim blaming. This is on D'Angelo. You weren't in the financial position to do this. And if you sit down, if you would have paid me $50, actually my first meeting is free. I would have met with you in 1 hour. I could have saved you 100K, right? You could have spent $50 and then made 100K. And it's more than that because you got to pay interest back on this loan. So it's more than 100K that you're actually out. Whatever. Because he's talking about he had to sell off the cars he had been using to kickstart a small rental business. So is he renting out the cars for the small rental business? I don't know. But all right, y'all. That's it. Locked and loaded. What time am I at? Okay, yeah, good. Right at 30 minutes. Again, Breakfast Club host DJ Envy is being sued for alleged investment fraud. Again, this is by Alana Wise, written a couple days ago on NPR. Oh my goodness, locked and loaded. End of the episode. I want to be very, very clear. Let's take the example, D'Angelo. If you are giving someone $100,000, you need whatever field, you're giving them that money in real estate, and some type of business, whatever it is, you need to, even if you're an expert, say you're a real estate agent, you're gonna give somebody 100K to invest in a property. You need to have another opinion, right? You want to show me a fool? I'll show you a lawyer that represents himself, whatever that quote is. But even a lawyer should not represent himself in his own case. At some point in time, what is the onus on you to take care of you? That's oh no, victim blaming. But at some point in time, these people who got scammed, it's different for people who got scammed maybe at $10,000, $20,000, even that's still a lot of money. But people who put $100,000 plus up, they shouldn't get any money back because clearly you had enough money to go get you a lawyer. Like I'm pretty sure you could have got a pretty decent lawyer, more than decent for 10. Say you just invested 90K right at 100K. D'Angelo went and got a lawyer for 10K and then invested 90K. I can only imagine, how many hours you could buy from a top-notch lawyer for 10K. Just look over this investment, deal that you're looking to get into. Or you can just watch this episode. This is free. Just go on. All you need to do is pay for your internet service. Either you can go to the library and watch this. You don't need to spend no money for me to tell you don't do this. And if you are going to do it, first thing I recommend, build a team. At least have your real estate agent and a lawyer involved and a financial advisor. If you have those three people, a lawyer and a financial advisor are pretty much going to make sure you don't, obviously get the right ones, do your research, but they're pretty much going to make sure you don't get screwed on the financial side. I mean, your lawyer's going to, make sure you don't make the wrong decision financially from a legal standpoint and make sure, the deals you're getting into make sense legally. And then obviously some type of financial advisor or fiduciary, they're a fiduciary. They're required by law to operate in your best interests. And that's why I said, look, get a fiduciary on your team. They are required. A fiduciary is required by law, right? Say attorney-client privilege or doctor-patient privilege. in the medical field. A fiduciary in the financial field, they're required by law to operate in your best interest. And it is not in your best interest. As I tell my clients, I'm not a fiduciary, but I still operate in your best interest. Mr. D'Angelo, it was not in your best interest to give someone that DJ Envy back off the radio $100K. And then on top of that, you didn't give them $100K. You had to take out a loan. Then you just didn't take out a loan. You took out a loan against your house. So the equity, well, he took out a loan against house. I didn't say he took out the equity, but theories took out that probably equity, HELOC, home equity line of credit. You took out $100K and used your house as collateral. I want to be clear. Outside of maybe not dying, maybe a situation where you got a crazy, child support or, custody case. You don't make your home collateral for $100K. Now if you got, hundreds of millions of dollars, that's different. But my guess is D'Angelo's, the general average working American got a lot of equity in his home. Shout out to the pandemic, right? $100K loan. I mean, that's just, I can't even think with that. I'm tired and I can't think. But all right, y'all, again, locked and loaded, end of the episode. Please, like in all seriousness, do your own research and seek a professional before you start, financially speaking, spending large sums of money. Or you can reach out to me, $50 for 1 hour session a month, $100 for up to one 1 hour session a week. Those prices will not be here when we get to January 1st, 2024. And those, how I just ran it off. But like y'all, how about this? Where are your quote unquote friends at? That's what I say, build a team. Where are the people at who you can confide in the sense of like, hey, does this make sense? Because nobody I know who can reach out to me, which is essentially anybody who can contact me, shout out to the internet, right? Social media. I would tell you, don't do this. This makes no sense. Dude, and no disrespect. My bad for that sound. Who is DJ Envy? On like the real estate side, I know he made money, but what does that mean? So that means you're supposed to give him money to make you money? He made money by investing his own money. He didn't make money by people giving him money to invest money. You see what I'm saying? He's not a real estate investment professional. He worked with, my guess is, other real estate professionals and made money. Now, if he was saying you get access to the people who help me make money, that's different. Not, hey, now y'all give me your money and I'm gonna make you some money. No. Whatever, y'all. That's it. Hit that like button, share and subscribe. Shout out to the YouTube algorithm. Make sure you do those rating reviews on the podcast platforms as well. Silent_Cory, Stop Solin J, X/Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, FinallyFit.live is where you can sign up for the 5:30 a.m. Monday and Wednesday virtual training sessions with Jordan. All right. Then as well, my information, $50 for 1 hour session a month, $100 for 1 hour session a week. Like I said, my clients and ChatGPT said I need to change. My clients said you need to change, you need to raise these prices. And that's because they locked into what I'm offering them. So they're not gonna get impacted by the increase. But hey, so when the prices change out here, when we get into 2024, it is what it is. Even though these have been my prices for like, I've been doing $50 since I started over 3 years now. So it is what it is. But all right, y'all, that's it. Again, don't sue me, sue your mama. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please seek a professional. Okay, Jordan and I, we liable to be liable, but we're not liable for this. Please seek a professional before you take any type of action on the finance, fitness side, medical field. Again, medical field is well known. If you don't like get a second opinion. Did these people who got scammed get a second opinion about this real estate deal? Now, again, you got to be careful because a lot of people promoted. Well, no, we're not going to get into who promoted Cesar besides DJ Envy. That's what we don't want to do. All right, y'all. That's it, y'all. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let us know. Please leave a comment. I'm supposed to say it in the beginning. Please leave a comment. Let us know what you thought about this video and any topics you want us to discuss as well. Again, Jordan and I continue to working. We're continuing to work on improving the YouTube game. All right. But that's it, y'all. Remember to save more and say less. Keep making better your best. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.